Okay, that was good and bad times. Deuce and two. All right, so this is y'all capping two. So, you know, I say that because I say y'all because I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like whatever, I'm not going back and forth with it either. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is I think you should, see, when you lean on God's, lean not onto your own understanding, God says not to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's a way that seems right for a man, but at the end thereof is death. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure a lot of us have seen that manifest. We don't look at it like that, but that's what is happening. See, the Bible, in God's perspective, gives you all around. You see, because Satan's only going to tell you half the truth. You only going to see things. We're only going to see things from based off our experiences and what our friends said and our family said and what we think we know, and this pride and ego involved into that, and feelings and emotional highs, and you know what I'm saying. That you ever heard of somebody say I blacked out, and all of a sudden they're able to say that? Why? Because they woke up, they're not blacked out no more. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I mean? So that means that, they feel a different way than they did whenever they blacked out. You get what I'm saying? So, there's no way we can know everything. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says it's woe to the man or woman, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? That, that is wise in their own, in thine own eyes, in your own eyes. And we think we wise, but we don't know the full picture of everything, you know what I'm saying, of what's really going on. See, God gives you the spiritual and the physical, but on us, we only going to see things from the carnal mind and fleshly and feelings and experience and things like that. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We looking at it like, I don't care. You made me feel bad. I don't care what what you've been through and why you went through that and why, you know what I'm saying? We looking at it selfishly. Like, I don't care. I don't like it. You know what I mean? You ain't caring about, they're mourning over somebody's grandma, over their grandma and all this and that. You try, and we need to show them some empathy. Without God, we're not thinking like that. But with God, we think like you will start to think like that. Like, that's why some older gang members, OGs and Bloods and Crips and stuff like that came from the world that God pulled me up out of, in the past, they'll tell you that, their mind grew all of a sudden, especially it usually came when destruction hit their house, like it did with mine, with my cousin and them. And so, basically it's this right here. They start looking like, see, that's somebody's son right there.